average get about 100 listens.
Really? Oh,
Each.
wow.
Yeah.
What?
And we're getting them like global, which is interesting. Like we've got like 14 from like Tanzania,
Oh
and
my
a couple
God.
from like the UK, and it's
Tanzania.
what's
Great.
weird is that the stats, when it comes to like, because you can get a breakdown by like platform that you're listening to, like the like iPhone media player or Chrome desktop browser. We've got like a weird panoply or whatever the word panoply menagerie. I don't know. We've got a weird combination of like bizarre platforms, like, and there's like a whole huge chunk that's just listed as anonymous, which I don't even know how you would listen to a podcast anonymously, but they've
done it.
They've done it. God, by George, they've done it.
Where there's a will, there's
private,
a way.
Private browsing, possibly, or like
Maybe. Okay.
dynamic IP, possibly.
Before we proceed with the banter, let's check levels. How does everyone
But
sound?
I don't wanna.
All right. Well, you don't have to.
Okay.
Well, I'm here.
Matt's here.
Hi, Matt.
I'm here. Hello, Topher. How
Matt's
are you?
here.
I'm
I'm
good.
here.
Yay! I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
I am
I'm
also Matt.
Everyone's Matt.
Matt.
Although the first thing I heard immediately as I got on was "Go away, Matt." So I feel like I'm not I don't belong. In this
No, it's
podcast
fine. We were
right
just
now.
talking about you, not to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Have I wronged people?
Yes.
Certainly.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Oh, that was 3 different ways to say yes, guys. I'm proud of you. The
New improv game, synonyms.
maybe to get rid of those anonymous viewers, we could like just captcha our shows. Yeah.
Please prove you're not a robot. I shouldn't say this because we're live. I can't talk about stuff I do at work, but I've had interesting experiences with CAPTCHA at work. With
who?
Our clients. At work with our clients, like
Oh.
putting in CAPTCHA on their websites. It's been interesting. I've had some interesting tales. But that's for another time. Because
See, if I had to make those, I would just like make them say like the most inappropriate things ever.
Right.
Like just a bunch of like racist remarks for like the caption. It's like, do I have to type this? And then
yes, damn it.
And as
you
soon
watch
as you make
porn or not, Ed?
no, and as soon as the person like puts it through, it immediately like posts what they wrote on Twitter. Just destroys their career.
In order to access this site, please tweet this horrible racist diatribe. All right, let's get this pony on the road because it's gonna snow here and the pony's gonna die because it's snowing out.
Bring the pony
That's okay.
inside.
That's what we're trying to do. We're getting the pony on the road. We got to get to the pony house.
Hey, Mike, is that dog back?
Yeah, the dog is back at her house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll probably leave this time because I don't care
Okay.
anymore.
I was dog sitting and the dog.
Thank you.
I was dog sitting and the dog kept on biting me. Not viciously.
It ate Mike, basically.
It ate my hand.
There
But
was
it is the cutest dog ever.
Yes.
So like, it's okay. That's a sacrifice we make.
Yeah. My hand's gone, but that's okay.
I don't know, cuter than Molly the dog. The dog.
Molly the dog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my little intro here. Hey, this is Chip. What was that?
I don't know.
I think that was a little intro.
I
What was
think
that?
that was the beginning of an intro, and
No one else heard that?
The intro to the intro.
the
I'm
ghost.
gonna listen to this on the tape when we're done because I could have sworn I heard
You know,
something like a pig squeal in the
On the
background.
DV cam tape when we're
Pig
done.
squeal.
It sounded like
What are you talking
in the
about?
background. I swear to God, I heard that, and it sounded like it came from the headphones. I don't think it was on my end.
That's horrifying.
Ah! It's horrifying that no one else heard it.
I'll lean back and blow my nose. Maybe that'll sound like something.
No, it was like, but in the background, if y'all were inside of the building, the farm outside was where that was taking place.
I did just sacrifice a pig. I mean,
Oh, well, that'll do. Yeah, okay. That explains it.
that'll do, pig.
That'll do.
Stab.
All right, let's try this again.
Open up and.
Let's try this again. Sans pig.
But Mom.
Hi, this is Chimp Knuckles. We're live and on the air. We are doing a show tonight. we stopped numbering our shows, and it just threw me off just now because I'm used to saying show number
24.
blank, but we stopped numbering them because I'm sick of doing them in order.
24.
I'm sick of having to do the shows in order. Sometimes shows suck. And you don't want to do them, but they can't all be show 3, so we got to go forward with it. What can you do?
Ooh, throwback joke.
What? That's what you call one of those inside jokes for the true fans, and by fans I mean us. all three of us. So we are a weekly improv performance comedy podcast. You may notice that there's no video. We're only the audios. We're only sound. I actually just posted a Facebook ad promoting our page, and the tagline reads as follows: all the joys of improv with all the terror of temporary blindness.
Oh.
We've got 9 likes of that campaign for about $1 a like. Expensive. I think I should really ratchet up the blindness rhetoric. I think that's really the key there. That's the selling point. The key is you're going to be disorientated, and it's on purpose.
The key is you're going to be visually impaired.
The key is you're going to be disabled. I am Mike Devine. I am your host, and I'm going to be your guide on the wild tour, this magical tour of improvisational comedy, fun time radio show host. .com. So we are on what you might call Google Play. No, not Google. What the fuck?
We're on that too.
We're playing Google.
Maybe.
Actually, we are. Oh, that does remind me though. Google Play Music, their podcast section went live for like 5 people total. They do like A/B testing on it, so it went live, then it went away. They're cock teasing us about it. We're supposedly going to be included in it when it goes live, but yeah. Anyway, we are on Google Hangouts, which is like Skype except 10% less shitty. And what's cool about Google Hangouts, one of the cool things is we have a live studio audience in theory, on paper. In practice, let's just say we have a very massive studio audience, because if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can't prove me wrong. So we have a very massive studio audience today, a great turnout. And those are folks listening over YouTube. We like to post the link to the show before we do them on the internets, on the social medias and such. So if you're interested in listening live as we fuck up everything and then I have to fix it in post, feel free to stop on by and listen. You can also participate in our games. We take suggestions from our audience. It takes a lot longer in practice than it does on the show because I like to crop out all the awkward silences between asking the question and getting answers. But that's okay. That's the fun part.
Many things are happening in practice today. Just so you know.
The funniest parts are in the awkward silences. Everyone knows that. So if you're interested in participating in improv from your couch, you can be butt naked and participating in some improv. That's the future? So keep that in mind next week, next time, next day, whatever. Whenever you listen to this, it's 4 a.m. and you're eating ice cream with your hands. Good for you. That's fine. You don't need a wife. Just, hop on Chimp Knuckles next Sunday. There's a gas leak in my house right now.
The term butt naked makes sense to people, right? Butt naked, right?
Buck naked.
Where your butt is naked and the rest of you is closed.
The actual terminology is buck naked.
Buck naked.
And I want to know why.
Naked as a buck.
It's
Like
naked.
maybe Buck was the first one to get naked, kind of like how Mulligan is named after a poor sport, Scott. The term Mulligan in golf.
Poor sport, Scott.
Poor sport, Scott.
Is that poor sport, Scott?
So, okay, one of the other neat little things we've got here about Google Hangouts is that it allows us to do crazy things like sound effects. We've got that. We've got these. We've got some crickets and some of that thing and one of these. All the sounds. That's not one of our sounds. I don't know what that is. It sounds horrifying. I don't know what that is, but it sounds beautiful. I don't know what that is, but I'm hungry. I don't know what that is, but my dick's in my hand, so okay. That sound was the sound of a game we like to play called New Choice. We play that during the show. You can play along at home if you have a doorbell.
I'm going to answer the door. Ding dong. Well,
never mind. Every time you hear that, every time a player is talking and they hear that sound, they give a new choice for what they New choice.
A new choice.
There we go. A new choice.
New choice.
Now it's the New Atlantic. News flash. So you'll hear that going on throughout the night. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and introduce our players. Let's meet the players. First up, we've got the lovely and talented Topher O'Conan. Topher is a toast engineer from St. Louis, Missouri. Topher, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty great. The toast came out well today, lightly browned on both sides. The butter melted upon application, and everyone was satisfied eating it. So you can't really ask for better than that.
Excellent. A-okay. And next we've got Ed Foose. Ed is a cinnamon technician out of Saskatchewan. Ed, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm very spicy today.
Okay.
I'm feeling the heat. I'm feeling we're gonna jazz it up just a little bit.
Oh,
But
just jazz it up.
We're not going too crazy.
Okay.
We ain't getting on your toast crunch, but we just gonna be
No, of course not.
gonna be hanging out.
But,
Hanging with
and,
bread.
absolutely. And last but not least, we've got Matt Leese, a.k.a. Strumbo. Matt is a crunch specialist at the University of Dayton, Ohio. Matt, how are you doing tonight?
I've gone soft.
Lovely. Moving right on. We've met the players. It's gonna be that's gonna be our show title. By the way, with your
I've
the
gone
album art
soft.
is gonna be just a picture of you like shrugging, like wah wah. I've gone soft.
If you need that, I can get a picture. I can take that picture.
If you need a picture of his flaccid penis, we can get that.
I can
That's
get
like
you that.
And I'm starting to think you really weren't in figure drawing that semester.
I was there. I never said I was enrolled in the class. So okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump into our first game. We've got a record number of participants tonight. We've had
4.
one more. It opens up a whole gauntlet of possibilities. We're going to start with a game that we haven't been able to play for a while because it was really sad playing it with 3 people. It was like literally like a GOP debate playing it with 3 people. We're going to play some expert challenge. Let's play the spurt chow.
Woo! Yeah! Wow. Oh man, it's been a while. Okay.
Right. We're
Right.
blowing the dust off. Okay, expert challenge. Expert challenge is a game. Nope. Superman.
Versus.
The end. Expert challenge is a game where we're going to pick an expert, and he is the expert in the topic we're going to get from our suggestions from Google. Tonight we're using Google for our suggestions. Google is the world's greatest improv engine because if you type shit into Google, it'll finish it and figure it out for you what you want. So we're improving via the Goog. We're going to get that. Our suggestion for the topic that our expert is going to be an expert on. The rest of us are going to be challenging that expert. The expert is going to start lecturing us on his topic of expertise, and at any time, one of our players could step up and say, challenge, and challenge the validity of the expert's claim. And if I decide that their claim is true and just, then they will be the expert. And if not, I'll mock them and belittle them. Or both.
You're gonna do that anyway.
Both, yeah. I mean, so at the end of 3 minutes, the last expert standing will be the winner. So your topic, we're going to turn to Google here real quick. I'm going to type in why isn't. Let's see what happens when you type in why isn't into Google. Go to Google. I'm old.
Why isn't I mold?
I'm mold. I am mold.
Why aren't you?
You're not.
I'm old. Can't you too?
Why is Google taking so long to load? It's like literally the plainest website. There we go. Okay. Why isn't?
Why isn't Google working? That's one of the top ones for me when I search it.
I got why isn't the sky violet? Let's let's go with that. Violet Sky is your
Violet
Violet Sky is your suggestion. You are the experts on Violet Skies. Ed is going to be our starting expert.
All right.
So you are the expert on Violet Skies. Players, this is the game of Expert Challenge. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Sometimes when you look at the world through rose-tinted glasses, things, seem better than they are. And then you look up and you're like, yo, that sky's kind of purple looking. But it goes beyond just it being a violet sky. If you look up, you see the sky is also a very violent place. So many airplanes are just shooting at each other because it's in the middle of a war zone. All these birds and other aviary creatures are just like really pissed at each other. So it's really not that great of a place. So your rose-colored glasses is just putting you in the dark. You really need to take those off and put on your prescription lenses, and then you'll be like, yo.
Yes.
Actually, Violet Sky was the studio's clever workaround against mothers who were against violent skies.
Yes. I want to hear more about Mavs.
Mothers Against Violet Skies. MAVS, as we all know it, was a corporation founded when we realized that mothers didn't like air battles over their children's houses. Back when children owned houses and back when air battles were a common thing above it. As you know, every country would come over houses and they would start fighting and they would start shooting at each other in their little, biplanes and bitplanes and all that stuff. And they would, and a lot of carnage happened at this point, and mothers were like, "Well, we don't really like this." And the sports company in charge of violence.
It was the mothers who were starting the dogfights. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, start us up on mother dog fights. Go.
Yeah, so
there's
a few select few mothers who are like, we need to stop the violence. But if you actually look at the statistics, if you actually look at the data, the majority of the violent skies were caused by women who had procreated. They were mothers.
Challenge.
Yes.
This caused one of the greatest backlashes in history. Dogs starting mother fights.
Yeah. Start the mother fights with the dogs. Go. 30 seconds left.
So the thing is, on one half you had the mothers who were pro-violent skies, and on the other half you had the mothers who were against violent skies. And dogs, back when they were much more intelligent, back before they sucked their intelligence out in the late 80s, decided that they could harness these two powers and make a lot of money off of this. And so an underground betting started happening between the mothers who were for dog battles in the sky and mothers who were against dog battles in the sky. And they would have the mothers go into the ring and battle each other via argumentativeness.
Yes.
The mothers against the dogfighting wouldn't have participated in the dogfighting that you're talking about. They would have accepted a non-violent path.
I disagree. Sit down.
So overall, this industry was making over $140 trillion a year, which is 10 times our nation's deficit right now. So it was a rather lucrative business to just up and stop. But at this point, the federal government had to step in
10 seconds left.
put their greedy little hands into the coffer. And,
Challenge.
Comes to shove.
When it rains, it pours. A violet sky.
Sure. Tell me more about that. 5 seconds left.
I mean, when it rains in a violet sky.
Violet, you're turning violet. Violet.
You're turning violet. Yes.
Challenge.
Yes.
Green, you're turning green. Green.
No.
Challenge.
No. Yeah, you can't. You challenged yourself. Disqualified.
Topher wins.
Exactly.
By default. I thought we were gonna slowly work our way towards like a Pink Floyd lyric at some point there, like, "Mother didn't need to be so hot." I guess not.
That's hilarious.
And topical.
And topical. I was watching the Super Bowl last night, and
Why? Why?
well, okay. Moving right along.
The strongest reaction to someone doing something that people generally enjoy. I made a bet to Brownie to say, what, huh?
What would you go and do something like that for?
What's wrong with you?
So you're watching the ever-exciting Super Bowl yesterday, especially last night's game of just pure excitement. Go ahead and continue your story, Mike.
I forgot my story.
Okay. What? Why?
Okay. Next game on the docket, we're going to jump into audiobook.
Yay.
Yay! Would anyone like to lead audiobook? I'll lead it if no one wants to. If you
I'll
guys
lead
all
it.
You want to? Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the game of audiobook. The way this game works is our three contestants here are going to retell us a famous story or book. The caveat being that they're each going to have a certain quirk or a certain personality about them while they're retelling us the story. And whenever I play this sound, it's going to switch between which one is telling the story. And by the end, after enough people have spoken and retold the story, the entire story should have been summarized, and we will have a lovely rendition of a summarized book. That being said, let me search the
Rendition
best
is
books
much
from
more
the 80s.
lovely than a rendition.
And we're just going to get a list here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me find a good book first, and then we'll go.
Hum.
Hum.
Hiya.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know what? I want to hear a retelling of The Shining by Stephen King. The Shining by Stephen King.
All right.
Okay, so now that we're going to retell The Shining, Mike,
Yes. No?
you are
Why?
you are practicing for a job interview, and you are playing the role of the angry interviewer. Topher, you are a French poet.
We.
And Ed, you are a southern redneck who
Okay.
hates all poetry except that from the 1950s.
Okay.
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 That's all.
All right. So, players, this is the game of audiobook. Your suggestions to The Shining, and you have your characters. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oui.
Please begin. Mike.
So I mean, this is my lunch break. I'm up here in the mountains, and I'm just like, looking at this guy, this guy who's just he's clearly going insane slowly, and I'm just like, why? What qualifications does this guy even have? Why would I want him around me? I mean, he's not even fit to 10 bar. I mean, where's his resume? It's frozen solid. That's not doing me any good. His kid's in that bar.
There was a man named Jack Torrance who was a writer. He had a wife and a son, and he wanted to fight her. They went to a mountain pass one winter, and something in his mind began to splinter. Slowly and slowly, he was going so crazy. And his son, what a child, was so lazy.
What is this? I don't even know. I'm up here with all these people in the hotel. God, as long as I'm around here, look at all these books in here. There's all these people, Albert Camus. I don't even know what all this shit is, man. Let me tell you something. They just don't make. They do not write as good as they did when I was a kid. When my daddy was just a boy. Let me tell you something. We had the best. We had the absolute best writers there, and we were awesome, and I could just stay up all day just clacking away, like writing all my repetitious poems, and they were awesome because it's all about vertical.
And his references, his only reference is the old groundskeeper. His reference is a retired jazz musician. What is that? What good does that do you as a writer? I don't care how funny his name is. Scatman Carruthers is not going to get you a job here. I'm sorry. I got other things to do. I've got more qualified candidates for this here position. And I've got to eat my lunch because I'm getting hangry.
In this hotel, little Danny began to see ghosts. Of this power, the old black man said we should boast. For with this way we have, it is called a shining. I don't know anything that rhymes with a shining.
Shining.
But anyway, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And eventually, he will kill everyone.
What is it? I'm going up in the room, and there's this beautiful woman here, but damn it, if she just walking around butt naked, damn it, woman, put some damn clothes on. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what century you living in or where you from, some European shit. I don't know. I don't know. It ain't my business, but here we are in the United States, and here you cover yourself up, cover your ass up, because you better save that for your husband.
And you know what? I'll tell you what about work ethic. You know what all work and no play makes Jack? Money. It makes him money. Prove me wrong, Jack. Come work for me, and we'll see how much it makes you. I don't care how dull you get. You look pretty shiny to me. I don't understand what your problem is here. You clearly got some personal issues.
He tried chopping the door with a great big axe. He wanted to put the weapon into his wife's backs. He chased them outside into a snowy blizzard. Shit.
He's a wizard!
You know what? Look at all this hedge maze out here. This French-ass hedge maze, man. Let me tell you something. This looks like homosexuals made this hedge maze, and I ain't about.
All right. I love The Shining. Thank you.
You know, I just have to, actually listen to the people around me, and it wasn't that hard. It's just.
Yeah. Good job, guys. That was fun. Topher, you did very well.
I think the first time I went, there were some decent rhymes, and then I had none after that.
It's okay. No, the thing is, like,
Zero
I don't know how
rhymes.
many French poets just walk around rhyming their entire lives, but that's fine. That's the cool method to go with. What? Why?
Why?
Good job, guys.
Okay. Do we want to do... Fuck it, what's...
No.
Okay.
No.
Why?
Why not? Let's go ahead and let's do ourselves a little bit of documentary.
Oh, fuck.
Documentary.
Documentary.
Ooh, gonna talk about some animals tonight.
Anywho, documentary. We should just review forget Ben sound. We'll just talk sound our way through like Doug. Every song will just be like Doug, 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 Doug.
Hey, Mike, you're no
Ding
Scatman
dong.
Crothers.
That's not Scatman.
Yeah, 'cause you got stab spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm a Scatman. So documentary. Documentary is a game for the 3 players. We are going to have 2 of our players are going to become an animal based on a suggestion from from Google. Actually, no. We're going to turn to our new best friend, the random noun generator, to get our animal.
You get an animal.
We'll hopefully get an animal. We're gonna run with whatever we get. We'll see. Closest thing to an animal.
There's a pair of wild staplers.
As long as it makes a noise, we'll do it.
Look at that, a herd of hope.
A herd of hope.
We'll see how this goes. So two of our players are going to become, let's call it an animal, taken from a suggestion from our friend the random noun generator, and then one of our other players is going to be a documentarian who is going to be filming those animals in the wild.
There's a random animal generator, and the first one I got was a duck-billed platypus.
Aww.
If that's interesting.
Can I be a platypus? Or an
Okay,
animal?
fine. All right, we'll take duck-billed platypus. Random noun generator can wait till next game. That's
A
fine.
duck-billed platypus filled with hope. It's filled with hope.
Filled with hope.
Filled with hope.
It's full of hope. Okay, so I guess our animal's gonna be a duck-billed platypus then.
You can. I didn't mean to. Yeah.
No, that works just fine. We'll use that one, duck-billed platypus. Ed and Matt are going to be our platypi, and Conan is going to be our documentarian. So that's how. So we're gonna do a scene. We're gonna do that, and so players, this is the game of documentary. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Down Unders today, where we are going to look at rare Australian classic animals, duck-billed platypus. Is that a duck you see? It is not. Is it a beaver even? No, you silly. These are 2 precious duck-billed platypus. A crazy mammal, only mammal in world. It lay egg like it's some kind of lizard. It is not. Now, Let us go and talk to these identity crisis having creatures. Constantly they are wondering themselves, what am I truly? Am I duck? Am I critter? Beaver? Lizard? What? So we're going to sit and have a conversation. Hello there, little man. Oh, now you look over there. These creatures, they're great swimmers. They love the water and they splash around. They're just nipping things at the air with those bills. Where do these bills come from exactly? Well, they have a special webbed feet and they craft their own beaks from clays they find underwater. Very crafty creatures like that. If we look over there right now, we can observe this platypus building his beak right now. Oh, look at that. He's so excited. He thinks he is a great new genius building his thing. Oh, so beautiful, so delicate. And he's slapping it together. It's really hammering it in there. It seems to be in a little bit of great pain while he's performing this surgery on itself. But you know, yes, I agree, Mr. Platypus. It's funny you should ask, peoples. I can totally speak and translate what creature says. It says that my pants are too short, and to which I say, you don't know nothing about fashion, small animal. You know what? You keep opinions to yourself. Don't bite, you stupid.
We haven't been able to do I feel like we shouldn't do documentary unless Conan is on board. It just never. It can't. It's your game. You own that game. It's like how Bob Dylan gave All on the Watchtower to Jimi Hendrix. So shall we give documentary to Topher?
It is a great honor, but nonetheless, I feel that I would be nothing without the support of my two animals.
Your two platypi.
That's right.
I share this with everyone.
Good job here. All right, Brain, you've made a lot of noises before. Try and make a different one. Okay, good. Doing well. Try it again. Oh, man, the nuance here is just above par.
I also think we should try and do it when Alex is with us and do an animal.
He's the best worst at doing the animal sounds.
He is.
What was it, the whales, where he's like, ugh?
He's just like, "Arr! Arr!" They're all the same sound. They're all aardvark. Bah. King Aardvark.
That's the aardvark.
Okay. Next game is a game we call It Would Be Funnier If.
No.
By the way,
It Would Be Funnier If. It'd Be Funnier If is a game for
ghosts.
For ghosts. It's a game for ghosts. Oh, guess not.
There's something strange in your neighborhood. It'd be funnier if.
You called Ghostbusters. You called
Thanks.
Gangbusters. You called Steven Spielberg. You called Steven Spielberg's daughter.
Sure. I guess that would be pretty funny.
Hello, Nora Spielberg.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, it's pretty good. My dad's still a director.
That's great.
Riveting.
What's going on with me?
know.
What's going on with you?
Not much. My dad is still not a director.
Oh. We can dream, though.
You know,
We
Nora,
certainly can.
your amazingly lower timbre here is quite impressive.
Did you see Bridge of Spies? Yes, I did. Did you see my dad's not movie? No, I did not. Me neither.
Laura, your voice is...
Did you see my dad's movie? No. Neither did I.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta hang up. Bye. I'll talk to you later.
What?
I hear mountain lion coming.
Okay, try that on for size. Wait, what? No.
No.
Fuck.
Not
Why?
It'd be funnier
No,
if.
we're playing Ghosts. I mean that. Yeah.
Playing Ghost. It'd Be Funnier If is a game where two of our players are going to conduct a scene and we're going to have a funny riffer, a man who decides that he knows when and he knows how to make a scene funnier. So, using the power of our random noun generator, our esteemed colleague is going to freeze a scene using this sound, and he will say, "It would be funnier if their arms were made of," and then I hit the random noun generator, and we get dad. Their arms were made of dad. And so there it is. And for the rest of the scene, that is their arms are just full of dad. So, and it makes as much sense as you'd think it would. So, let's get a for our scene. When we get a suggestion from let's get a Google suggestion real quick. I'm gonna Google how long how long is Lent? Okay, so Lent is gonna be your scene suggestion.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this.
Guys, I give up improv, so have fun without me.
All right. Our players are going to be Topher and Ed in this game because Matt gave up. So, your suggestion is Lent, and you're performing a scene for us. This is the game of It Would Be Funnier If. Matt, or Ed and Conan, are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Begin.
All right, son. So, well, this holiday, I mean, it's not like Christmas. You're not going to be getting a lot of presents or anything, but
Yeah.
well,
I really want a skateboard.
I too want you to have a skateboard, son. But you know,
Mhm.
like I was trying to explain, there's not really any gifts this time of year for Lent. The thing is, the tradition is that well, you actually choose to give something up rather than receive something. So, what?
It'd be funnier if instead of wanting a skateboard, Ed wanted
A back rub.
an ounce.
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
Oh wait, Matt's doing it.
Wait, I thought I wasn't in the game.
That's okay. We're gonna edit you right out.
Wait, can I actually play? I want to play.
Okay. All right. You want to do? All right. Well, then we have to reintroduce it.
Playing or not?
All right.
Damn it, go.
Cut. We'll do the same suggestion, same everything, same scene, but we'll only fix the explanation a bit. We're gonna get suggestions from Matt, who is our friendly neighborhood random down dinner today. That's it. I'll splice in the rest. It'll be fine.
Perfect.
So we'll
see
start
how
right
it could
over. I'm
backfire.
telling you, it'll be fine when I cut this. It'll sound
It'll be
flawless.
fine, guys.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
All our listeners in Tanzania will know.
Finally.
All right. So this is the game of It'd Be Funnier If. Matt is our random noun generator.
Mm-hmm.
And you two are doing Lent again. So
Yes.
are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Begin.
All right. So, well, I've been thinking a lot about what I'm going to give up for Lent. You know, I'm a very religious guy, and I think the thing that I have to give up, sir, is I just have to, I have to cut back on my hours. I'm going to be giving up half of my workday every day for
That's
the next
great.
40 days.
Okay, that makes sense. For Lent, I'm going to give up having you employed at this law firm.
Whoa.
It'd be funnier if Ed were giving up.
Hope.
See, I'm giving up hope in you for Lent. So so until Easter, you are a dead employee to me. We're gonna start posting for your position, and just because I don't think that you have what it takes to make it here.
Sir, can I say something? Can I step in right here for a second and say what I think is going on? I don't think
Not
you've
much you
really
can do.
given up hope on me. I think you're just having a negative reaction to me asking for a little bit of time off when, I work like 60, 70 hours a week. And this feels a little bit like religious persecution. I'm just asking for you to respect my religious beliefs. And rather than you doing that, it feels like you're saying that you're
It'd be
also...
funnier if Conan's belief was based around.
Poodles.
See, I really don't feel like you're a true poodle believer, sir. You do not
the thing
respect
is-
the poodles the same way that I do. To you, they're a pet. They're a dog. To me, they are our lords.
Look, this is not a place to discuss this. This is
Totally a place to discuss this. I'm talking. Because it's relevant to what I want to do for my holiday in the service of the poodles, and you are disrespecting it and using it as, frankly, a ridiculous excuse to give me a job performance review.
Well, let's see. None of those are state-sanctioned holidays. So you're going to use your personal time.
It'd be funnier if the state was.
Shaped like orange juice.
Listen, the national sovereignty of this citrus world, I don't let it govern me. I don't let it make choices for me. Sure, the state says that Poodle Lent isn't a sanctioned holiday, but in my own mind it is, and I think you need to respect that.
Right, but in order to do that, we can maybe swing like 1 or 2 days off. But any longer than that, and you don't have enough orange juice, then where's your vitamin C?
Where is his vitamin C? We'll never know.
Why?
What?
What? Why? You're so much better than a random noun generator.
Orange, but then I kept going. So,
Random noun generator, you're out of a job. There's a new random senseless machine in his parts, and his name is Strumba. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump on into our next game. We're going to play a game we haven't played in a while as well. This is a game called Dr. Know-It-All.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
really? Oh, fucking yeah.
Dr. Know-It-All is a game for... Dr. Know-It-All is a game for the three of yous. That's Conan, Ed, and Matt, in that order. And Dr. Know-It-All is a special friend of ours that likes to come by the show and dispense advice for those of us in need. I'm gonna farm out our questions though. I'm gonna go to Yahoo Answers to get some of our questions that we'd answer.
Oh yes.
Let's see what Yahoo Answers has to say. Let's see what people are asking in Yahoo Answers. I'm sure Dr. Know-It-All could help out. Because as you know, Dr. Know-It-All has 3 heads, and each head says 1 word at a time. So therefore, he has 3 times the brain power of the average human. And so Dr. Know-It-All is going to solve all of our conundrums. And so I've got some questions here from Yahoo Answers. Well, first of all, Dr. Know-It-All, how are you today? How are you doing?
Today,
I'm
beautiful.
And
never
better.
Okay, well that's great to hear. Our first question is from. Okay, our first question is: how often should you buy a mattress? Dr. Know-It-All, how often should you buy a mattress?
Mattresses
only
happen
once
every
millennia.
So
mattresses
can't
be
slept
per
day
unless
one
affords
several
luxurious
beautiful
mattresses
and
also
sleeps
like
babies
underneath
palm.
Okay, so Millennium mattresses only work if you sleep under baby palms. Okay. Interesting choice of answer. Okay, our next question. Our next question is comes to us from some. All right. Our next question is, why do black people want Kwanzaa?
African
Americans.
Yeah.
No.
Celebrate
only
Kwanzaa
except
for
Christmas
and
other
holidays
revolving
around
Jesus
Christ
and
God
are
people
loving
their
selves.
Okay, so black people love Kwanzaa because Jesus loves themselves. Okay, fantastic. Our next question, here's a good one. Why has evolution stopped occurring? Did it go on vacation? Riddle me that, Dr. Know-It-All.
Evolution.
Stopped.
Entirely.
Because
I
Hate,
evolution.
and
love,
Stopping.
people
from,
Evolving.
anymore
because,
Pokemon.
sucks.
yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad you agree with yourself. That Pokemon sucks. Okay, that's a very fringe opinion, but I'll respect it because you're many degrees in doctoring. Here's our last question. Did Peyton Manning win the Super Bowl because of his white privilege?
White.
Privilege.
Detains,
Many.
People.
unfortunately,
Manning.
Does
as
He.
wants.
because
Manning.
Is
Jesus
Christ.
who
was
Somewhat.
white.
and
Black.
At
the
Gospel.
writing.
sessions.
Okay, so Peyton Manning is Jesus Gospels writing sessions. Okay, very insightful. I have one more. What does the word "boo" mean? Dr.
Ooh.
Know-It-All?
Doesn't
Work.
Like.
other
Words.
Such.
as
Banana.
Orange.
you
Blender.
Maker.
or
Happenstance.
Indeed.
words
Can't
Mean.
anything
accept
When.
they
mean
Things.
such
as
Away.
unto
himself.
And.
Jesus
Manning.
Okay, so words are only unto themselves with naval Manning. Okay, that explains where the word "boo" came from. Okay, well, thank you very much, Dr. Know-It-All, for stopping by. It's great to have you, as always. Do you have any parting words for us before you head out?
To.
be
One
With.
nature
and
Jesus.
one
must
Praise.
the
poodles.
Words to live by. All right, thank you, Dr. Know-It-All. Seriously, are any of you on a farm?
No.
No.
Is anyone else hearing animal sounds in the background?
No.
God damn it.
I heard some stuff at one
I hear like dogs barking or something. I feel like there should be a disclaimer in the video this is on or whatever that we don't actually hate Pokemon.
No, of course not. No way.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, Pokemon
I mean,
is wonderful.
I don't like it, but
I feel like we should still put a disclaimer so we don't
I'm
get
kidding.
like
no, I just want them to
They're all
actually do something
recording.
different for the first time in 20 years, but that's just me.
That is.
But that will never happen.
No one
This
else
is a
wants
discussion
that.
for a later date.
I was also hoping for the
Check you out into our next podcast, PokeCast, where we talk about the future of Pokemon.
And we're all French poets.
We.
Poke Knuckles.
I was also kind of hoping on the Peyton Manning question, Tofu, you just said yes. That would have been it.
Unfortunately, I was not the last.
I did find a question that said in one word describe something, and I was thinking like,
If anyone would know, Dr. Know-It-All would.
Dr. Know-It-All's first head would certainly know.
Talent. Fragile. Listic.
XP. Halitosis.
Yeah.
Okay, that was fantastic. Yahoo Answers is definitely the way to go for Dr. Know-It-All from now on.
Did it say describe what the word "oo" means?
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, I thought it was ooh, so
I thought it was
that's my
ooh.
fuck up.
I thought it was ooh.
I'm like, oh.
It's like the,
Yeah.
the
No, ooh.
That's
weird
what I
adventure time
thought.
takes place. What is this?
Ghosts have taken over Yahoo Answers.
Okay, let's
Now
go.
I'm scared.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do our last game of the night. Some ending games. We're gonna play some sex positions. So sex positions.
Wait. Topher, what's your opinion on this game?
Oh, I hate it.
Okay, cool. Just want to get that in there.
So sex positions is a game where we're gonna go around and describe our favorite sex position. One person is going to name the sex position, and then we're going to go around in a circle, Indian style, and describe said sex position in our own words. And then the first person is going to correct them and make them feel bad for being wrong about that sex position. It's a game of enhanced masculinity and lessened masculinity. So,
Hooray!
for everybody.
Yahoo!
So,
Testosterone levels are changing.
it's going to be I'll do me, Conan, Ed, and Matt will be the order. So I'll go first. Why don't you guys tell me about the Poodle Jesus?
The Poodle Jesus is actually the name of our Lord and Savior, and I dislike strongly his name being implied to have any kind of fallacious meaning. Thank you.
The poodle Jesus is when you involve a poodle and the poodle dies and you're like, shit. So then 3 days later you get a new poodle and you hope no one notices.
We see. Really, the Poodle Jesus is when a human crosses with a poodle.
LOL.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, those are all interesting ideas, but the Poodle Jesus is actually what happens when you go to a club, and it's one of those foam night things. So the club is filled with foam. You get yourselves all covered up with foam, and then you just kind of make yourselves look like poodles, and then you fuck, missionary style.
Classic.
The end.
Classic.
Credits.
End credits.
And the best boy was Roger Bryans.
Oh, nice. Good job, Roger.
His work is phenomenal.
You were the 715th
You are the best boy.
credit. I mean,
You are the
noticed
best boy.
Imagine being the all-rightest best boy
He's okay. Is he the best
in
boy?
the world.
No,
I mean-
can you imagine being the worst best boy?
That I don't want him as my best boy. He fucking sucks. He's the worst.
I don't have to imagine it. I am the worst best boy.
I've always thought
Welcome to Best Boys.
Oh,
Our new best boy
favorite shopping
podcast.
center.
Do you have a best boy rewards card?
I've always thought Best Boy Electric would make a good name for an acoustic band.
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Ed, what's our sex position?
What about Conan?
Well,
What about Conan?
Conan sucks.
What
That's
about
right.
Topher?
That's right, Conan. What about your sex position?
Tell me about the total eclipse of the heart.
The total eclipse of the heart is when you have when you somehow develop a second heart, like inside of your chest, and your second heart just overtakes your original heart and eclipses it completely. But in the transition, you completely lose consciousness.
Oh, just like the Doctor.
Yeah.
Well, the total eclipse of the heart is actually when a night of mindless, one-night stand sex turns into a romantic night of passion. You whip out your previously boxed away French poetry skills and woo her back into just having more sex with you.
Okay, so the total eclipse of a heart is first you turn around, and then every now and then you get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming around. Turn around. Every now and then you get a little bit tired listening to the sound of your tears. Turn around. Every now and then you get a little bit nervous that the best part of your years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then you get a little bit terrified, but then you see the look in her eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. and then every now and then you fall apart. Turn around, brown eyes. Every now and then you fall apart, and then you come in her pussy.
Like the hokey pokey.
Do the hokey pokey, and you turn around.
I was going to
and
say you
put
put your left foot in, take your left foot out.
My
Your left foot in, hey, shake it all about.
that's from the that's from the album version of that song.
Not the radio version.
Yeah, here's the radio version.
So it was all an admirable attempt to really, explain the nuance and the subtlety of the act to our listeners out there. But for anyone who is curious to actually try the Total Eclipse of the Heart at home, you'll want to review the movie Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and it's where you perform the Kali Ma and rip out your partner's heart, and it's beating in your hand, and you continue to have sex with them.
That's romantic.
So I was close.
I think so. You were close.
I find a lot of our sex positions just end in necrophilia, and I don't know what that says about us as a crowd.
It says that we don't know how to make a joke without death.
Yeah, I'm just impressed that we restrain ourselves enough. I think we've had, one bestiality reference so far in all the shows we've done?
It's
That
not
should be
over
like-
yet.
The show's not over yet. We still got one more to go.
Well, I mean,
Or two
there's
more.
the poodle thing.
Do you
Yeah.
mean our Lord and Savior? Jesus Poodle?
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to go back to my friend Mr. Chen.
Oh God!
The Oriental Supermarket and Restaurant takeout menu that's been sitting on my desk forever. I've never ordered anything from this restaurant. I probably never will. But let's look at. I want to know what the turnip cake is.
There's no way that's a menu item.
A14 turnip cake, $4.95, radish mixed with rice flour. That's all the information I'm given.
That's all the information you really need, isn't it?
Yeah, that's more than I need.
So the turnip.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell us.
The turnip cake
Yes.
is when two bakers get drunk and go busy. Yeah.
Yeah, they do! Welcome to the Late Night Bakery.
That was well coordinated, guys.
Okay. So, the turnip cake is what happens when you're fucking in the club again, and cake comes on the radio, and the DJ's playing it, but it's not quite loud enough. So you just you're still fucking, but you're yelling, "Hey, turn up cake!"
Like, I don't know if I could have sex to cake. I mean, like the actual musician. It'd be just a little weird, I think.
I am an opera singer. I don't know the next lyric.
Matt, he's going the distance.
He's going for speed.
He's going for speed.
He's so
His
alone.
wife's all alone in her time of need. You're telling me you can't have sex to that? You can't have sex to anything.
Well, maybe like cake.
That's
and,
the name
like,
of my next album. You can't have sex to anything.
Maybe if, like Beck was mixed into that playlist too. Like, that. Cake and Beck.
Back.
Can't.
You said it with such disgust. Cake and back. Back.
Yeah, together they become bake.
Yeah.
Hey,
Heyo.
bake the cake.
Bake
All right.
Cake back. Back cake.
cake. Okay. Who's next on the docket for turnip cake?
I am. Turnip cake is when you come into the batter of a cake, and then you make it, and then you have a cake.
Gotta watch out for that yeast because you don't want a yeast infection.
It rises.
No. Well, the turnip cake is actually when you sneak into Mr. McGregor's garden after dark on your birthday. So you're all full of cake, and you get naughty in the turnips.
Who's Mr. McGregor?
The gardener from the
Briar Rabbit?
rabbit story.
Peter Rabbit. Tell
Peter
Watership
Rabbit.
Down?
Yes,
Yeah.
from Watership Down.
Okay. Just because of my extreme disdain for all of you, I want to hear about the Deftone ham-bone British scone so alone.
You had to write that down, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
All right. Everybody hit the deck. The Deftone. Fuck, I already lost it.
Ham-bone.
The Deftone Hambone British Scone Soul Alone is what you scream when you have a stroke while having sex.
Oh god.
The Deftone ham bone.
British scone.
British scone all alone?
So alone.
So alone is when you own. Nope, I don't have it.
Well, you see the Deftone ham bone British scone so alone is when you're ham boning, like you're doing the hand percussion to your favorite Deftone song while having tea and scones, and then you realize that no one's really into that except for you, and you then contemplate your life's choices, and you get on Tinder and get rejected by everyone.
Oh wait, I just realized I know the right answer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
It is when you are a British government official and you get coerced through terrorist videos into having sex with a pig.
David, hear anyone?
Black Mirror.
I haven't watched it. I just saw the first episode.
It's great.
It's very good.
It's really good.
Okay. I was thinking it's like David Cameron.
I mean, you're both correct. That's the best part about the British politics.
That's right.
You're both right.
No, guys, those were all cute answers. All right, it was all cute. But really, the Deftone ham bone British scone so alone is when you sit in a closet crying to yourself over the mediocre British remake of 500 Days of Summer, masturbating over a plate of ham.
Why don't you just eat the ham? Why don't you
I mean, you
do
are
it
gonna
like
eat the ham, but first you gotta jerk off to it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Why
It
would
needs a nice glaze, Ed.
why would you masturbate into paper towels or something?
You never hamsterbated before? It's great.
No, would you believe?
I don't
I'll
believe
just be
that.
masturbating.
I don't believe. I want to believe. I don't.
I want to believe in hamsturbation.
I feel like hamsterbaters and bronies would hang out.
They would. They do.
Yeah, thank you, Topper, our resident, ham and pony
Enthusiast. Okay.
Welcome to anthropology of the modern era.
You mean hamthropology.
That's exactly what I meant. Thank you.
And so ends another edition of Chimp Knuckles, brought to you by...
Wasn't it great?
Wasn't it fantastic?
Wasn't it amazing?
Wowee! Chimp Knuckles was brought to you by the 32nd Annual San Diego Hamster Baiters and Brony Anonymous Convention, located in downtown Ham Diego. You can find us all over the internets. We are Chimp Listen. We are Chimp Town. We are Listen Chimp now. We are Chimp
Listen,
Knuckles.
chimps.
Listen Chimps. We're here now.
Shut up. This is our world.
No, keep going. This is gold.
This is all purely usable.
It's gold, Jerry.
It's gold, Jerry. It's gold. So we are on www.chimpknuckles.com. We are on all of the social networks. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr. That's it. That's all of them.
And Pinterest.
Pinterest, no. We failed
One day
to
we'll take
conquer
over
Pinterest. One step at a time.
And Squarespace.
Squarespace, Wix, GoDaddy.
9gag.
9gag. Reddit. That's
Crunchyroll.
Every domain on GoDaddy.
We're actually Crunchyroll.
Netflix.
We're owned by Pornhub.
Dude, I tried Taco Bell's new thing today.
But
that
it's
was
only on Vimeo on demand.
Yeah. Only for YouTube Red, video on demand.
Go
The fact
now
that-
to your web server and type 777 Knuckles, and you can have a free trial now.
The fact that no one heard my random comment in the middle of that is just going to make people really hungry when they're listening to this.
Subliminal.
I heard it about the Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah, I tried it today.
Chalupa quesarito, whatever it was.
Tasted lupa.
Whatever.
What did you think?
It was good if you eat meat and hate yourself.
Boy,
I thought you were gonna say it was good, if you know what I mean.
It was sadly lacking ham, so I
Could
You
not
couldn't
get
hook
off
up
on
with
it.
can't whack off if the ham's off.
You put your left foot in.
Wow. bensound.com does our audio music times. He don't know that he does, but he does.
He would be proud.
Every time you laugh at that.
Every time you laugh at that, Bensound gets like a sharp pain in his kneecap.
He's like,
I don't know
"Ah!"
why.
He's like, the storms are brewing, but there's no weather outside. It's not inclement. What's happening?
This weather's not inclement. Someone must be referring to my sounds.
It feels as if a
I
primate was
can't
punching
help
me.
There are times because I think it's the best. Just because you changed it to "Hey Diz," and I don't know that was whatever.
I don't
Sure.
think that's a word. Is now. We don't have a catchphrase for ourselves, though. But we are on all of the weeks, every week. We come out every week. All the Sundays, usually, except today's Monday, but fuck you, it's Sunday.
The day of the Lord.
The day of the Poodle Lord.
Jesus Poodle.
I'm trying to think of like a poodle pun that has to do with Catholicism or Christianity. I'm coming up with nothing.
The poocherist.
I don't know what that means. I'm Jewish.
Like Eucharist?
Yeah, like
but
a
with
poocherist.
poodles.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll take it. So, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
day, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Hot damn, everybody.
Oh,
Highway.
damn, everybody.
Byways, everybody. Byways and highways, everybody.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
And then the world just ends.
No,
And
it
then-
doesn't move to the beat of just one drum.
That's why we got several drums. We got a whole lot of drums.
Quick, cut the feed.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed. I'm gonna fade out right there.
Just us matching buttons.
Just mashing it.
I think that's the best ending that's ever happened. So.
That might be closest thing to a tagline we've ever had. I'm gonna stop.